This is my 1989 V12 Jaguar XJS. The last couple of days I've been doing a lot of body work on the car, and you'll see that in this video. I'll be doing this section that you're about to see in a second. Yeah, it's pretty bad, but that's what you'll be seeing today. Some of my clips are a bit dodgy, but I've got a better camera, so. This is everything I use to do my body work. So I've got a pretty cheap standard MIG welder. You can get these for like 100, 200 quid or whatever. It's not that expensive. Literally, Halfords, Amazon. It does what it needs to do. It works pretty well. Pretty basic. Just got a standard, what do you call it, angle grinder, some cutting discs. Cheap one as well. Literally nothing crazy, it does what it needs to do. And I've got a cheap sheet of just metal that I picked up off eBay for 10 quid. So that's okay. And then you don't need that, but I had it because this came with it originally. Not that, like a lead coating over the metal. So I've got that, I've used that instead because obviously lead's not good for you or anything. So I've got that. So that is everything. So, a piece of paper. I can try my best to trace it, but yeah, I can't see what's going on. So what I'm going to do is just mark the main points. So flat, and then there, and then it will end there. I think it's touch it, and then just cut as best as you can. Around it. I know, it's very rough, but who cares, man? You know. Okay, so that I believe that is probably how much metal I want. So yeah, on to the next step. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a piece of paper and I'm going to find the most efficient place, effective place to put it, which there's nowhere on this really, so I'll just probably whack it right here just to save some cutting. And then I'll probably tape it down and either cut over that or I can trace this and then cut over that as well. Just either one will do. Just caution, choose wisely on what clothes you wear, because all this mark just gone into my leg and just caused a huge hole. All these little holes. Luckily I don't really care about these, but yeah, just be cautious of what clothes you wear. Okay, although I know it is not finished, I've gotten the rough shaping of this body panel. Sort of levels out at the bottom, so I've left like that. Obviously it doesn't line up perfectly, but it's fine. I can adjust that after. But it goes around where it needs to go around. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to trace around this again properly, and then cut around the second trace off. So what I do with this bit. So. See, this is two panels, so one here and there's one above it. It's like pushed together, as you can see there. It's two bits pushed together. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to cut this spot as well, weld that bit first to here, then put that plate on. Obviously, if you're not doing that, you can just whack this straight on. You can jump to that part in the video. I'll put the number on the screen for when you can see where I put this on, so you can just ignore that part. And yeah. Now I have it pretty strong. I've sprayed it with some primer glavishing stuff all around it, and I also sprayed the back of the piece that goes over that just quickly. I'm also going to go over with that because there is a black sort of thing in there. I think it's just to prevent rust, so I'm just going to go over it with that, which is better at preventing rust than that zig stuff. So yeah, there is some little like messy bits like the hole there, but who cares, you know, it's behind stuff. I've tried my best to shave it down, but it's just difficult to where it is. This foam stuff kept setting on fire, but there we are. It's pretty good. This should fit on fine. As long as it's there and it's strong, it don't really make a difference if you ask me. So I'm going to let that dry for a bit longer. I'm not entirely sure where this part of the video's gone. I thought I recorded it, but pretty much I'm now starting the welding. Sprayed the back, cut the sheet out to size, which is what you see in the last part, and now I'm welding it on. This is what you're seeing here. Okay, so I don't know if I managed to get any videos of me welding because the camera died and I had to use my phone, and I don't know if my phone died at some point, so I don't know what photos I got, videos, but here we have it. I'll put up a before and after. Oh. So now I've got these done. The thing I've not done yet is the filler stuff I put on here, because I've got half a tub. I've got 2 tubs, but I've got half a tub left on another one. So I thought half a tub's that's going to be way too much for that. So what I was going to do is I was going to sand the rest of this down probably tomorrow on that one, and then fix them, and then just go over that, you know. Because yeah, I know I've not welded there, but with the way it is, that is pretty much just body filler here anyway. The lead stuff, that's like, so I just thought it'd be fine. You don't have to go through the trouble of trying to patch that up. So I'll put body filler thing all throughout here. I might clean this up a bit to make it more round, but all here should be pretty good. But it's pretty smooth just with where I've cut it. And I think, oh shit, okay, forgot about that. I think I've done really well on the shaping it as well. And you can see where it arches down. I've got paint all over my fingers. Okay, I might have to repaint that now. But yeah, so I'm pretty pleased with that. So yeah.